Hey everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here. Awesome day in Langrisser. We just got a new banner today, but what I'm excited about is my Discord Thank You Panda shared with me yesterday that Yu Yu Hakusho is coming. We just gotta wait like a month, so I'm all for that. So I decided to try my luck on this banner, right? Emilia is actually pretty badass, right? And I got lucky. I pulled her in like 15 pulls. And I was like, great, I'll make a video about this so we can check her out. And then I thought, why not get two birds stoned at once, right? If I could just pull young Jessica along with Emilia, I could cover both of them in the same vid. And I did exactly that just for you guys. It did drain the hell out of me. Young Jessica here, she took a lot of resources. I mean, I pulled Emilia in 15 pulls. I had 10,000 crystal at that point, so I did about 50 pulls to get young Jessica. Were they worth it? Well, IMO, and this is all IMO, of course. Emilia is definitely a badass. Let me tell you what I like about Emilia. First of all, let's just really have a glance over at these characters. Here's Emilia, right? She's at 3,500 power. These are just the items I threw on her because I'm about to field test her. As far as soldiers go, she can get the Stone Colossus, which is cool. She can also get the Trent Guard. They unlocked a bunch of the troops today, so I just got the Trent Guards along with some other troops. I haven't really tested them out yet or leveled them up, but they all look good, right? So this girl is of course Empire, and she's Princess. She's quite a tank. Her talent is Divine Inheritance. What do you guys think that means? You think she comes back to life like Vargas? Yes. The higher unit's hit point is, the more magic damage is reduced. So unlike Vargas, she has a way of shrugging off magic damage, which is really going to help this girl. Okay? So magic damage can be reduced up to 15%. And then whenever taking fatal damage, here it comes, unit does not die and is healed for 15% of max hit points. This can only be triggered once per battle. So this is just like Vargas's, but better, because this is letting her shrug off some magic damage. That's really good, okay? We went over her soldiers. So as far as her tree goes and what you can do with this girl, there's the Holy Spear Commander, which is, the way that I decided to go. I mean, the girl looks like she's got a wicked scythe. I like it. Then there's the Templar, of course. We can start at the very top. She does get fair fight when entering battle with unit hit point higher than 90%. If your defense is higher than your enemy's, you will strike the enemy first. I love this. This is what makes this character amazing. IMO, in my opinion, this is part of the reason why this character is amazing, because she gets to pretty much go to town on people like Sakura. So what you can do with this girl is just put her into a threat range. As long as you have 90% health or higher, an enemy will come up to attack you. If your defense is higher than your enemy's, guess what? You get to attack first. You can wipe them out without even being hurt. That, to me, is awesome. It's one of my favorite things to do with Sakura. Granted, Sakura has a pretty high attack, but I can put Sakura out into a threat range, and she just turns into a meat grinder. 8 different enemies can attack her, and as long as her crit is higher than theirs, she's going to attack first. She's going to wipe them out. So this girl can do that, too, except she's not a Sakura. This girl's a tank. She's going to have a super high defense. Even if she doesn't get to attack first, you still have to kill a tank, right? I mean, she's a spearman. She's going to have a super high defense. Defense is her S stat. So right off rip, fair fight, absolutely amazing. Only cost 1 skill point. Absolutely amazing. This is never coming off of mine. And then we'll go down to Holy Lance. She gets Holy Shield. Upon attacking and entering battle, magic defense plus 10%. That might not sound too impressive, but this girl's attack can scale off of her magic defense. So building her becomes a little tricky because you want to focus on defense, of course, but then you also want to use uh, you want to have a decent magic defense because some of her attacks, like we'll get into, scale off of her magic defense. Kind of like what Luna gets to do. She gets Iron Helmet, of course, and we all know what that does. When attacked with range attack, 25% chance to reduce damage taken by 50%. This can be a game changer if you're up against a ranged opponent. And she gets Broken Blade. Attacks a single enemy dealing 1.5 times damage. After battle, enemies' damage dealt is reduced by 20% last 2 turns. This is really cool for a boss or something. You can run up on it, use Broken Blade. They're going to do 20% less damage. So in this last 2 turns, that's a pretty nifty break on like a boss or something, because obviously this is also going to stack with somebody hitting the boss and giving them a debuff to their attack. So that can stack with this can stack with that, so effectively you can break a boss's attack, you can lower their attack stat, and then you can lower the amount of damage that they do by 20% with this, effectively really crippling an enemy. So this is cool, very nifty stuff. She also gets to go down the Paladin way. She gets Defense Support L. After taking action, decreases damage taken by 2 friendly units within 2 blocks, not including this unit, by 15%. So she's giving 2 people around her 15% damage reduction, immune to defense and magic defense, reduction effects, and heal negating debuffs. Last 1 turn. This can be a big deal right here, right? Against somebody that's going to hit you with some heal block. As long as she's standing there and she has this on, you can avoid heal block. That's what it says right here. Reduction effects and healing negation debuffs. Last 1 turn. So this is pretty nifty. I can see this being used. It does cost 2. So, yeah. And as far as Templar goes, of course, she gets Consecration. After battle, 40% chance to restore hit points of all other friendly units. 15% of their max HP. We all know what this does. A few characters have it. It can be effective, especially for a tank. And then she gets Justice. Physical damage. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.5 times damage. Before battle, grants the Holy Guard effect. Increases attack by 1.6 times your magic defense. This is what I was talking about. When attacked by a ranged attack within 2 blocks, you can counterattack last 2 turns. So she can counter ranged units as long as it's not a catapult. Okay? And her attack is going to become 1.6 times her magic defense by using Justice. There's another way she can augment her attack by her magic defense. It's not just with Justice. Here it is right here. This is what she comes with, Holy Guard. With Holy Guard, takes all attacks for friendly units that you are next to. So she's going to just act like Ledin. She's going to jump in the way of magic. She's going to jump in the way of physical attacks. But then when you activate this, guard span increases by 2 blocks. Okay, nothing new there. And you gain the Holy Guard effect. This is new. Increase attack by 1.6 times your magic defense. Bam. Her attack's going to be super high. It's going to be scaling off of her magic defense. When attacked by range attacks within 2 blocks, you can counterattack last 2 turns. So Holy Guard's going to give you the same, what is it called? Guard span increases. Yeah, Holy Guard. Holy Guard is going to give you the same ability as Justice. Both of these are going to they're going to make her attack off of her magic defense. Okay, so she has 2 ways of doing that. Pretty much, she can keep her attack 1.6 times her magic defense. You should have no problem doing that throughout the fight. I don't even think you'd have to take both of these together. So that is what makes this girl amazing. Because if you guys think about what Vargas's weakness is magic. This girl quite literally has some pretty good resistance to magic. She's going to be able to take a lot more magic damage than Vargas is. And, I wish they would have made her attack scaling off of her defense because it's an S stat, but she would just be way too OP. She'd be way too OP if they did that. So you got to work on this girl's defense. It's an S stat. And obviously you want to work on her magic defense too, right? Because that's what's going to give her a high attack. And then, just use her as a meat grinder. So this is where I have this girl right now. She is at, 3,500. We'll try running her, okay? But this is her in a nutshell. I haven't even had a chance to play these characters yet. I just wanted to put something out there to give you guys an idea of what's on the banner right now. She's going to be an amazing princess tank, and she's going to be there for Empire. So this is the character I was kind of excited about because I do run Empire, and I can use this girl. I have a lot of tanks already, but she's got this sight thing going on. I definitely dig her look. She looks wicked. Yeah. So then we have Jessica. Young, supple Jessica. And personally, I prefer the other Jessica. Aged like a fine wine. But, we get young little perky Jessica up in the mix. Here is something that everybody should know. Anybody that's trying to pull for these characters, they made it so that you need one to unlock the other one's bonds. So this is important. This is something we should talk about right now before we even look at Jessica. Which one of you girls is it? Let's see. It's very sneaky what they did. In fact, if I hadn't just been looking at their bonds, I wouldn't have seen this. It might. I don't think it's. Let's see. Let's find out. To unlock these bond powers for Jessica, okay, you need Liana, and you need, of course, you need old school Jessica for her 23 and her level 25 intimacy bonds. So for Jessica, you're okay, right? We have these characters. But for this girl, the creme de creme, sneaky, this is what they did. So to get her level 23 bond, obviously you need her daddy Vargas there to show her the ropes, right? You run this map with Vargas, bam. But for her level 25, complete Blazing Dragon Oath with the help of young Jessica. This is where they get you. This is where a lot of people could potentially effing get shafted. Here's the thing, though. This hero bond is for attack, intelligence, and skill. She's probably not really going to need those. You're really going to be focused more or less on defense and magic defense. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But, just remember, if you do want this level 25 intimacy bond for her, you're going to need young Jessica. To completely fill this girl out, you're going to have to get the other girl from this banner too. So I just want everybody to be aware of that, just in case you really want to take this girl all the way to the max. Although I don't really see what attack skill is going to do for her, because her attack's going to be scaling off her magic defense. You're going to want magic defense and hit points and things like that. And that last bond isn't giving any of those, right? It's the same thing with Basil. Where is my Bosley? Man, they with this update we did kind of get a change. I don't know exactly what it is. The portraits look a little bit different. I do like it. Everything looks good. Look at Basil's right here. I don't have this leveled up at all. This hero bond for strength, increase Basil's attack, intelligence, and skill. Why the F would I want to do that other than to waste resources? Basil doesn't use attack. His intelligence is based off of his magic defense. And skill, I'm pretty sure Basil doesn't use his skill all that much. So it's going to be one of those things. It's up to you guys. But figured I would point out that you do need Jessica to get Emilia's last bond. So let us... Oh, yeah, that's right, Jessica. Jessica. That's who we was just looking at. Jessica is very interesting, I will say. I expected a lot less from her, truth be told. And actually, she kind of surprised me because I thought she was going to have some sort of nifty teleport thing, like our regular Jessica has. Actually, let's take a peek at Jessica. Let's see how she's aged. I think Jessica aged very well. Really. Where's the young Jessica? Where is that little... I don't want to say it. I don't want to offend anybody. Where'd the little girl go? My goodness. Did I not level her up? There she is. Alright. Yeah, she's cute. Okay. So this is Jessica. Young, perky, lively Jessica. I got her almost to 4K. She is going to be Legion of Glory, Origins of Light, but what is interesting to me is she's Mythical Realm. So this gives old man Jizaroff here a little more traction because, well, he can run a Super Mage party. She can be part of it. As far as soldiers go, she's going to rock sorceresses. There's Forest Priest that I just unlocked. Normal attacks deal magic damage. Heroes healing effects applied, plus 5%. When hero uses skill on friendly unit, gains a 30% chance to dispel one debuff. That's really awesome. Like when you use Strengthen or something on somebody, and you have Force Priest with you, when you buff somebody, they have a 30% chance to dispel one debuff. So that's pretty nifty for Force Priest. I'm still going to stick with sorceresses for now until I really get a feel for it. I think you're going to do more damage with the sorceresses anyway. But this girl is interesting. Here's the equipment that I have for her. I just threw on whatever. Okay, it's kind of rushed. I did have a Gift of Eternal Life that I just got the other day, so I threw that on her. Alright, and let's look through her skills. So there's obviously the Saint to Martyr path. And trust me, Jessica wants to be a martyr. Okay, she has some very wicked abilities here. Then we have the Archmage, of course, which is just going to give her mass resist, down to Wizard, defense support, and Meteor. None of this stuff is new. Meteor is pretty cool, though. Enemies lose 20% of hit points after taking action on their next turn. Meteor is good. We use it. It's a pretty good spell. It can be very effective, but it's not anything new or groundbreaking. Her other path, though, for Mage to Saint, of course, we'll start with Mage. It gives you Strengthen, whoop-de-whoop, right? Saint gives you, what is this, Cleanse. We're all familiar with this, right? Extra damage to demons, also dispels 2 debuffs. Can be useful, does cost 2 skill cost. Her Bishop class does give her a mass heal, so that's cool. She can kind of be a hybrid mage with some healing on the side. I kind of almost think that this girl somewhat took a page off of Rachel's book because she can heal and dish out damage at the same time. Not like Rachel can literally simultaneously, but you know, this girl can cast, she can run away, maybe heal the party up. But you are going to spend 2 skill points to bring mass heal, and it's going to cost you a runestone. I would just suggest with going down the martyr path, at least that's what I'm doing. Here's where it becomes interesting. Divine Bestowment, Stance Shift. This has a 3-turn cooldown, type, transform, range self, span self. Stance Shift, used to reduce the cooldown of all your skills by 3. That's really awesome. She drops this, boom, -3 to all her cooldowns. So you don't necessarily need to clock this girl out. And look at this. This only costs 1 skill cost. So this is definitely a must ability for her. So she gets rid of cooldowns by 3 turns, and then she grants Divine Bestowment. She gets -3 to her mobility. When using skills, unit range increases by 3. So she can't move, but, well, she maybe can move if she has a 4 movement. She's going to get -3 to her movement, but her skill range is going to increase by 3. After taking action, heal yourself for 1.5 times your intelligence and dispel 1 debuff. This is pretty nifty. This sounds like she can do like a full-on magic assault and then heal herself afterwards. It's going to be very good for attacking a dragon or somebody that's going to retaliate pretty damn hard against you. When using this skill while Divine Bestowment is active, removes Divine Bestowment and allows you to act again. Divine Bestowment cannot be dispelled and cannot be immunized against. So you can't block this. So this is cool. At least it lets her increase her skill range, the cost of her movement by 3 blocks. And somehow in there she gets to act again as well. I don't want to talk too much about this till I actually try this and run her out. Remember, guys, this is just a sneak peek. I haven't even fielded these characters yet. I just wanted to show off what they have. So people can at least get an idea of what's on this banner, because we do have Yu Yu Hakusho around the corner, and those characters are god tier powerful, right? But some people are going to want her just because she's a waifu. I get it. Now again, this only costs 1 skill cost. That's pretty amazing. Another thing she gets is Breath of the Goddess. Magic damage. Attacks multiple enemies within range. Deals 0.03 AoE damage and dispels 1 buff, deals additional damage to demons, restore hit points of multiple friendly units within range equal to intelligence times 3, and dispels 1 debuff. Again, this is like a move taken from Chris's page, right? This has a 5-turn cooldown because it's pretty damn nar with all the healing and everything it's got in it. But remember, if you're using this and Divine Bestowment, you're gonna reduce your cooldowns by 3, right? So this can be a nifty combo. I really need to see how these play together, but pretty much this is what this girl's gonna be using: this and this. So I did at least manage to unlock that so that I have those abilities to try out. And obviously with your other 2 skill points, you can take Cleanse with you, or there's Fireball, right? I prefer Cleanse because it dispels 2 buffs from whoever you're hitting. This has a 2-turn cooldown. Fireball does have a 1-turn cooldown. So this is what my Jessica looks like. I'm going to test her out. Oh, we might as well get her right to level 65 so she's as effective as possible. Need those extra 3. Oh, it almost took her to 4K. Not quite there. So this is what she looks like. I'm going to be messing around with her and actually seeing how these skills work together. I can see some crazy synergy from this kit. Oh, here's the other thing. Her talent. Damage increases as you get further from your target. Damage is increased by 2% for every 1 block. If you stand in place this turn, after taking action, you gain +1 mobility for 1 turn. Okay, that's really good because a lot of times, if your caster's in a good position to cast, he's not going to move. He or she is going to stand there and cast spells at the enemy. Well, this gives her a chance to get some more to her movement so that after she gets done attacking and casting spells, like next turn she can kind of get the hell out of dodge because of that added mobility. But the most important thing is damage increase as you get further from your target. Remember, guys, she has this ability that's going to, which one? This is going to add 3 blocks to your skill range. So effectively, some of her skills are going to be able to reach people 5-6 blocks away, and every single block is going to increase your damage by a certain percentage. So I can see this girl being very nifty, hitting those back shots and doing extra damage for it. So all in all, it's a very good talent. I'm going to have to see how these girls actually perform out in the battlefield. But I just wanted to let everybody know, keep you guys all posted. This is what's on the banner right now. These are the characters that are up. All right. So we did get, I mean, the game looks a lot better. They've tweaked a lot of things. And also, we finally unlocked these other, we've had the cyborg vessels for like half a month now. But we today got the Empress's personal guard. When attack, soldiers gain +1 range, plus 14% attack, and take 14% less magic damage. So this is cool. These guys are kind of resilient against magic damage. The Lancers. We have the crystal golems that we've had for a week, and these guys, I think they're very effective. They heal themselves, and when they're forced into battle by magic, they reflect 22% of the damage received. So these guys are really going to help somebody just take some magic damage and shrug it off. And of course, we have the Trent Guard. I was talking about these guys earlier. All stats plus 9%. Healing received by soldiers increased by 16%. That's nice. When soldiers' hit point is at 100%, attack, defense, and magic defense increases by 24%. That's huge. That is huge. That's a huge boost when they're at 100% health. So you just got to keep these guys healed, and they will perform for you. Next, I think we have some. We got some scorpions. Let's level these bad boys up. Pretty much, this unit gets a bonus when they're fighting in the desert, sand dunes, and caves. I mean, they're scorpions, right? I wish they had. And maybe we'll get some kind of cool skin for them in the future. I don't know. I'm also hoping the unicorns, that they get a skin too, that we get like black unicorns, like straight from hell. That would just be cool. IMO though, IMO. Maybe we'll get something like that with the Yu Hakusho. Some special skins, some demon unicorn skins. The flyers, we got the title elf. Yeah, that's what they're called. Normal attacks deal magic damage. When in water, physical damage taken by soldiers is decreased by 21% and attack increased by 9%. Great water unit. They do magic damage, so pretty awesome. Who can use these? This girl right here. So I am happy that Shelfaniel. This is Shelfaniel, right? No. This is Angelica. Shelfaniel gets the little water dragon things. So it's finally time that this girl got like a water-based troop too. She does ride on a goldfish if you have the skin for her. So I'm looking forward to using the title elves. I will be investing into them. Here we go. The Assassin Tree. We've had the little Goblin Riders for a while. These guys are nifty because they can steal buffs. Very good right there. We all know how powerful that can be, right? But, I mean, look at these guys. I just want to break their damn nose off. Them and their little carrot noses. And since when do little goblins get velociraptors to ride on? That little thing that he's riding on, it looks like it would effing eat him. Yet it let him mount and ride. I don't know. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. Finally, though, we get the dwarf adventurer. No, these are dwarven blunderbusses. That's what I'm going to call them. The blunderbusters. They got that gun. This is the most interesting hero to me. Hero skills all become linear skills. Unit damage plus 5%. I gotta see what this does. I think this kind of turns all your skills into some sort of straight line AoE. I'm not sure. If anybody knows, leave me a comment. I haven't even got a chance to play with these guys yet. But it's looking like... Oh, here's the thing. Well, what is this? God, why can't I remember her name? This girl right here. A lot of her spells are linear skills already, so I'm going to have to see what she can do with that. Lamba. How could I forget Lamba's name? She's my favorite little college chick. Lamba. So I'm going to have to see how these guys work with Lamba. I just unlocked them today. Maybe they'll be more beneficial to some of these other characters. I don't know. We'll find out. And then as far as our healer tree goes, we got the Forest Priest today, right? These guys are cool. Normal attack, deal magic damage. Heroes healing effects applied plus 5%, so it increases your healing. This is nice. When hero uses skills on friendly units, gains a 30% chance to dispel one debuff. This is really nice, to be able to dispel a debuff from your troop, right? Then you can also give somebody the goddess tier so they can dispel a debuff off of that. So these guys are really going to help you manage debuffs, and that is very important. Plus, they just look wicked as hell, right? And then we have the Crystal Warlocks. After taking action, restores 10% of the soldier's HP. Love it. When forced into battle by physical attack, unit reflects 10% of the damage received. Cool. These guys can kind of heal themselves. They do magic damage, and when somebody forces them into physical combat, they're going to reflect a bunch of the damage. Crystal Warlocks. And of course, the Spider Demon Elf. I've had these guys, obviously. I've leveled them up a little bit. These guys are wicked. They are. I absolutely love the Spider Demon Elves. All hail Loth, the Spider Queen. Okay, we're not going to bring Dritz into this, okay? Normal attacks deal magic damage before attacking, 50% chance to reduce the enemy's mobility by 2 and magic defense by 20%. This is a big deal. They break magic defense, and they do magic damage themselves. So this is cool to have a magic defense break that's built into your troop, so your actual hero doesn't have to bring something to break magic defense. Instead, your hero can probably bring something else that can, a spell that can does damage instead of having to bring something that breaks magic defense. They also have a ranged attack. I've been running them with, my goodness, who is the little demon chick on the motorcycle? Her. Guys, I'm forgetting names today, and I don't know. I'm gonna try running them with Egbert. I think it'll be a good fit. But this girl right here, I've been running them with her. Can't believe I cannot remember her name. You guys know what I'm talking about. She has that. She's the only character in the game with a freaking motorcycle. It is a skin that you have to get for her, but they perform really well with her. She doesn't have to get into combat. She can attack people just using her little troops. It doesn't do the most damage in the world, but for Guild Wars, it's great. It keeps her from having to get into combat and taking damage. So I did kind of use them like that just to mess around with them. All in all, absolutely love them. They look great. So these are the new troops that we got. And before I can really evaluate them, I need to level them up. It's hard to compare them to our other troops that are already level 9 and 10. So I think I've given you guys more than enough to kind of think about. This is the new banner that we got right now. Sorry. I was going to do a pull for you guys. I was going to do a pull for you guys for sitting through one of my Langrisser videos. I haven't done one of these in a while. Pretty much, there's just been so much to catch up on this game. Before I talk about stuff, I do want to play with it a little bit and see how everything goes. So, yeah, that, and I've been really trying to figure out what to do about Yu Yu Hakusho. I did get some good news. It is on its way. So, thank you, Panda, for that again. That made my day yesterday. And as a result, I decided I could drop a couple crystals on these new characters. I don't really feel like I need a Jessica, like I said, but I figured if I was going to do a video, we might as well talk about both of them at the same time, so everybody knows what they're getting into. As far as I'm concerned, I personally don't think that young supple Jessica is a must, but the other girl, Emilia, is pretty damn gnarly. Like, I didn't think she was going to be that strong. I really did not. But as soon as I found out that she can meat grinder like Sakura can, I absolutely love it. Can't wait to see what I can do with them. So here's a few pulls that I don't even need to do. Just doing this for you guys so you can live vicariously through me. Maybe we can get a yellow one of these days. And then after this, it's going to be all save for the collab that I want. There's Voluptuous Jessica. Let's see if we can just get one yellow and be done with it. And then after that, your boy will start saving everything for UU. I know it's coming now, and it's a big deal to me. I'm going to want probably around 300 pulls saved up. And right now, I'm at like 46. So I need to start, well, 40. I really need to start grinding things out again. But all is well in the kingdom. Well, this kingdom here. So everyone is pretty damn happy in my castle. I hope your day's going awesome as well. This is a few little tidbits about the heroes that we got, so you can evaluate whether or not it's even worth your time to pull these heroes. But Emilia is definitely awesome. She can do a hell of a lot for a princess faction. She can also do a lot for Empire as far as just being a tank goes. I know she's competing with her daddy Vargas now, but as far as the Princess Alliance goes, I'm pretty sure that's the only non-limited SSR tank for Princess, because the only other tank for Princess off the top of my head is Kanzaki, and she is a limited collab character. So if you are, running a badass Princess team, and you want an SSR tank that can come back to life, and she's up right now, best of luck getting her. So that's it. It's going to be the last pull. And your boy is done. We're going to wrap this video up. I'm going to go actually run these characters and try them out. And you guys, well, you have an awesome, wicked awesome day. I hope it goes as well as mine's been going. Peace, everybody.